Good morning. It's a beautiful day in paradise here in Albuquerque. Unfortunately, though, it's going to get hot this afternoon, 92, I think, but at least right now it's in the 70s or 60s. Very, very pleasant. But at any rate, for those of you who saw my day one video on climbing Mount Elbert there in Colorado, I thought I'd give a couple comments here before introducing this next video of the actual summit climb. As you heard in my earlier video, I was very skeptical that we'd be able to make it to the top of this due to the snow conditions. So when I left the San Luis Valley and drove up to the Mount Elbert trailhead, I was going to meet these guys in Leadville, these interns, four NASA interns and a young NASA contractor. Going to meet them in Leadville, but I got there before they did, so I went up to the trailhead and climbed up about 1,400 feet just to check out the snow conditions and debrief with some of the people who were hiking back from the summit, and so concluded that it all sounded doable. They said we'd have to post hole our way through some snow, but it wouldn't be a lot, so no snowshoes required. Thank God. I didn't want to hump those up only to find out they were unneeded. So I got that intel, and then I went down to meet these guys in Leadville at the Silver Dollar Saloon, a bar and restaurant there, famous one in Leadville. I'll show some slides. I don't have a video on that, but I'll show some photos of that later on. But the first thing I'm going to introduce this video with is an introduction by these engineers. This was actually done at the trailhead after dinner, but I figured put it in here at the beginning so you have an idea who these young engineers are, and then we'll pick it up from there. Okay. So we have 5 engineers, as you can see, have done this incredibly efficient job of packing and pitching tents. Yes, check it out. That's a nice tent there, nice tent. Martin's going to sleep in that, and I'm going to sleep here. And one of us is going to turn out to be bear crap, because this is bear country. Okay, everybody has to state their name, their degree, what college they went to, and what they do at NASA.
Lennon Abood, Purdue University, an aerospace engineer working in trajectory at NASA.
Okay, awesome. What do you hope to accomplish tomorrow in summiting this incredible mountain?
I'm trying to get to the top. This is my first climb ever.
Ever?
So I'm trying to do it.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Okay, Julio.
All right, my name is Julio Gutierrez. I'm a electrical engineer at Kansas State University, and I am working with aircraft operations.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for NASA, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay. And all you guys are in Houston, right?
Yep.
You're all
Yep.
engineering interns at Houston.
Yep, correct.
Okay.
I'm Martin Brzezowski. I go to the University of Michigan, and I study computer engineering. At NASA, I am working on guidance, navigation, and control software for Artemis 3. And tomorrow, I'm kind of just leading the group. Our bigger goal here is to climb Rainier in a month, so just kind of making sure everyone's okay.
This is a warm up. This is a warm up for Rainier.
This is a warm up. This is a little warm up.
Now, are you going to college still?
Yeah, we're except for Zhenya, who's in the tent.
So
we're still in college.
Are you working on a master's degree now, or are you still bachelor, or what?
I'm still an undergrad.
Undergrad. Okay. Everybody's an undergrad. Okay. Everybody's undergrad. Okay. Well, let me. Who am I missing? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he's hiding. So I'm Trent Kaus. I go to North Carolina State University, and I'm studying aerospace engineering, computer science, and physics. And then at NASA, I'm working with the flight mechanics and trajectory design group.
Okay, well, help me out here. Now, do you guys go back to college in the fall, and are you just here for the summer for NASA?
Some of us do. So it depends. We split rotations between semesters and then summer. So me and Landon were here this past spring, and we're here for the summer. So we're both going back to school in the fall.
Seems like most of us are going back to school in the fall.
Yeah.
Okay, are you? Okay.
Yeah, but some interns will be here for the summer, and then they'll be here for the fall as well, and they'll go back to school.
Do you get paid as interns?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Okay, who did I ask?
Virginia, I think. There you go.
Okay.
So I'm not an intern. I'm a recent full-timer, just coming up on a year, working.
You're KBR, right?
With KBR, contracting for KBR,
Oh.
in the flight dynamics division, working on trajectory software.
Okay, awesome, great. And I am Nanook of the North, and I'm going to be accompanying these guys. They've already made a deal. I bought them dinner, but they have to carry my body back. So, and there's Mount Elbert right there, I believe, isn't it? Or is that massive?
Look at you.
Is that Elbert?
Yeah,
Okay.
get you in it.
Okay, there's Mount Elbert. It is 61 feet, I think is what I figured out. 66 feet.
Yeah.
66 feet shorter than Mount Mount Whitney. So it's the second highest in the U.S., highest in Colorado. And we're going to summit tomorrow. We're going to get up at 4 a.m., 3 a.m., and head on up. Okay, peace out. Okay, you met Martin in that video, and he was the leader of the group. He was the one I coordinated with through email to participate in this climb of Mount Elbert with the other interns and the contractor. But at any rate, we met in Leadville to have dinner. I bought them dinner, as I said in that video, so they could carry my body back off the mountain as repayment. But Leadville is a town that is interesting. It sits at 10,000 feet above sea level. Over 10,000 feet in sea level, and it was a mining town back in the 1800s. In fact, I just looked it up on Wikipedia. They mined over 16 million pounds of silver from that mine up there, and 2.2 trillion pounds of lead, and then a couple 100,000 pounds of gold along the way, and some other metals. So very, very productive mines up in that area, which have mostly closed down now. But the town is a great destination for tourists and skiing. But they have also a 100-mile run through that area that begins in Leadville. The people that do this, they have one over in Silverton too, the Hard Rock 100, that averages over 11,000 feet on a run through the peaks up there. I think the average run out of Leadville is a little less, but still you're running 100 miles in the Rockies. The only people that do that, by the way, I call aliens, because they are not human. When people ask me if I believe there's aliens among us here on Earth, I say absolutely there are. They're called ultra athletes because they are not human doing what they do. I think Martin kind of qualifies in that area too. Talking to him, he sounds like he's a pretty experienced climber with the ropes and some of that real dangerous stuff. But at any rate, we met for dinner in Leadville. I've been showing some slides associated with that dinner, and we'll continue on. Okay, next up is going to be the 2:30 a.m. Well, actually, no. There's another video here you'll get a laugh at. Okay, bye-bye.
Yep.
I forgot, where's that bag of food you guys had there?
I tracked the hiking.
Oh, it's in the front, I think, next to Landon.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey.
The food bag.
So these 5 engineers, I meet them in Leadville. That's the trailheads close by to Leadville, Colorado. So what do? They're poor college kids. They stop to get something to eat at a gas station late at night. And they walk in there, and the guy's getting ready to throw away all of the stuff under the heat lamp because it's expired. So he gave it to these guys for free, and they've been eating it.
We already ate like half the bag.
Oh, look at this. Just awesome. What is this? This is, what do we got there?
Oh, that's the baked ziti plate.
Oh, baked ziti
Personal
plate.
favorite.
This is called diarrhea in a bag right here. Eating out of date gas station food under a heat lamp. You guys are nuts. Okay. Yeah, I had to laugh. That bag of diarrhea that those guys brought out of that gas station. Oh, by the way, they're broke college kids, but the $100,000 Tesla you see in the background there, that was Daddy's car. One of the guys' fathers let these guys all drive in that one car cross country over here to Colorado for this climb. Kudos on that dad, by the way. I forget who it was, but that's an awesome father that would do that. But at any rate, we got up at 2:30. Reveille, I said earlier, was like 3 or 4, but no, Reveille was at 2:30 in the morning. We rolled out of our bags and tents and met a sky that was, unless you've ever been in Colorado or anywhere in the Southwest, high and dry above 8, 9, 10,000 feet, and look at the sky, you can't really comprehend the incredible beauty of it. It's just breathtaking. The Milky Way is a cloud. It is a cloudy cloud of stars that just obscure portions of the utter blackness of space. Just incredibly beautiful. Well, I've seen it many times before, But some of these engineers had never been in the mountains like this, and it was so wonderful to see or hear the excitement of these guys when they rolled out of there. And I told them, look up, just look up, and they were just like kids in a candy store. Just, oh my God, I can't believe it! This is incredible, and it is. It really is. Anyway, gift for the eye for sure. And then another time too, and we were hiking in the dark with our headlamps for a couple hours. But then we were about 12,000 feet up. You'll see a picture here, 12,000 feet up or so, when we were above the timberline, and they got their first view of a sunrise in the mountains, in the Rocky Mountains. And again, it's like that night view of the sky. It's just hard to get your head around how incredibly beautiful it was. It was just so much fun to see the excitement in people who are being just introduced to these incredible beauties. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Mushing through the ice field here. We believe that's a false summit up there, which is depressing. Okay. So far, 3 hikers have passed us, all of them women. Us weak males. Okay.
Incredible.
Okay, doing a once around here. Hello guys.
Howdy.
I just made the observation that 3 hikers have passed us. You notice anything significant about them?
We don't have backpacks. Yeah,
They're all female.
No, that's a dude.
That's a dude?
That is 100% dude.
Okay, so 1 dude and two females. 2 dudettes. Here I am. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, we're taking a break, and we got another, what, about 600, 700 feet to go?
I'll wait till we get
But it sure is a beautiful day. Beautiful country.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I tell you. Those endorphins better start hitting pretty soon.
Yeah.
And here's the old man of the group. I got to thinking, you 22-year-old guys,
Yeah.
you're 56 years younger than me. 50 freaking 6 years.
It's just the same.
Yeah.
Speaks volumes for you can do.
Well, I hope when you're 77 you can do it too. 78.
God, I hope so too, man.
Yeah, this overhead, you see somebody coming down there. Peak, it's just I think a little bit over that rise. Okay. Wish everybody was with us that wanted to be with us. Bye. Bye-bye. Okay, on the summit of Mount Elbert, highest in Colorado, second highest in the 48 states. And I'll give you a once around view from the summit here. Pretty awesome. A lot of snow still around. Okay, Air Force Academy, wave. What, a junior and sophomore?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go Army. Beat Air Force. And looking over to, I guess that's the north here. And you can see who humped up the champagne.
Me.
Okay.
They were in my 2 side pockets.
Awesome. We got some champagne to toast the summit of the NASA intern team.
And one full-time contract.
And 1 full-time contractor. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. So we got up on the summit in 5 hours and 45 minutes. I was really proud of these guys that were newbies to climbing. I was really expecting somebody, maybe even a couple of them, to get altitude sickness. But everybody, no problem at all. Got straight up to that summit, perfect. Perfect day, perfect climb. Had a great time. Up on the top, we posed. I brought up some NASA patches and decals so we could all pose for a intern climbing team photo, NASA intern climbing team photo on top of the summit. And then these guys decided that they should pose with their shirts off. For whatever reason, I don't know. Hey, they're young. But they invited me to join them with my shirt off, and I told them that if I did that, I would embarrass them because I am so ripped, which isn't true, but I needed an excuse, and that's the one I used. But we stood up there, had a lot of fun sharing in the endorphins that rush through your brain when you achieve something like this. And also some other hikers were coming up behind us, started talking to some of them. So we had a great time. We spent probably a better part of an hour on the summit before we headed down. Bye-bye. In this next video, you're going to hear me remark about how dangerous it is as I'm going down off the summit. And I wanted to preface that video with this comment. When I talk about danger, I'm talking about the danger from a perspective of a nearly 78-year-old man. I guarantee if I was a teen, young, with my brothers, we would have raced down the same trail to see who would get to the bottom of the mountain quicker. But I have long learned, well, not really long. I grew a brain around 60 years old when I thought, you know, I could die doing some of the, or certainly get injured climbing some of these things. So when I go down, I get into a Zen moment and remind myself of how dangerous it can be. And that has been heightened by my age. So if you were young, you wouldn't think this was all that dangerous at all. But this is the trail we had to hike up. I'm on my way down right now. This is what we had to hike up. Cars parked way down in that valley down there. Got another probably 3 hours to get down there, would be my guess. Somebody coming up there. But it's really dangerous terrain. Very, very, very steep. Here comes two of the interns. Type of thing you do not want it to fall on. So I'm being extra careful. Okay, bye-bye. Obviously, made it home okay. By the numbers, it was about 13 miles, a little over 13 miles round trip. Total elevation gain about 4,400 feet. My stats, average heart rate over the whole time, a lot of breaks in there, was 129. Maximum heart rate was 162. At least that's what my smartwatch said it was. But I want to we have another climb. It looks like it's going to maybe come to fruition. Martin is working on another group of interns that might want to do a climb. So I'm hoping maybe in the future I can post another video on that. But in the meantime, I just wanted to wish everybody the very best of luck, good health and happiness. Enjoy safely, enjoy your summers. Bye-bye.